Crepes of Wrath, written by about 5 writers. Matt Groening, John Vitti wrote it as well. the infamous John Vitti. John Swartzwelder and Sam Simon. Directed by 2 people, Wesley Archer, Milton Gray. Season 1, which hasn't had many high points, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good episode. Yeah, I like Crepes of Wrath.
Crepes of Wrath. I remember you telling me though that it was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just good, I found.
So it didn't live up to your expectations?
I remember it being a really emotional episode.
It wasn't that?
No.
Well, I remember it being where the Bart abuse stuff. There's a lot more of it than I remember there being more. Sorry, in the episode it's more lightweight than I remember.
Yeah, it is a bit. I think when maybe like when you're younger, when you're a kid, like you don't want to see, because it is taking a character out of the normal status quo. He's not in his normal environment, and obviously he's in danger. He's in real trouble and danger, and there's no one around to help him. So seeing Bart in peril like that is genuinely quite concerning. Especially
the breakout character as well of the first series. You know, do the Batman and all that. It's a bit different to see him in France being abused, especially considering the distance between France and America. Yeah, it is quite for a smart. But watching it back, it's only given about 5 minutes of screen time.
Yeah,
if that.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it's dedicated to the other. So the story involves Bart does a prank that's one step too far. He puts a cherry bomb down the school toilets while Principal Skinner's mother Agnes is on the toilet.
Agnes, first appearance.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because I thought the first mention of Skinner's mother was in like a season 2 episode where they make a Psycho reference.
Yeah.
Remember?
I can't remember which one is it in.
I don't remember the episode, but it's an early one, really early one. And he's like, "Oh, I can't forget about my dear mother." And he's talking to Homer and Marge at the time. And he looks out the window and the house of psychos on the hill. He's like, "What's that, mother?" "No, I can't wear that. It doesn't fit me anymore."
Oh, I do remember this. He has the crazy monologue.
Yeah, it's really funny. I thought that was the first mention of his mother, but it's not, as it turns out. So they decide that expulsion won't work, detention won't work, so let's evolve him in a exchange deportation. Which turns out to be just like a student exchange program, which turns out to be forced child slavery.
It's not a very positive light that it throws on student exchange systems.
No.
One of them's a spy, and one of them is working a child. It's quite. I mean, the level of abuse is pretty harsh. I mean, I don't think a later one would go as realistic with it.
No, they deprive Bart of food and a bed, and they make him work all day.
They steal his clothes.
And his possessions. They do all sorts. It's horrible. It's really distressing to see him like that. A character who normally is really in control of his situations.
Well, he's a prankster normally, isn't he?
Yeah, he's always got some kind of control over his environment. But now we see him without his control. It's really distressing to see him that way. Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, a lot of the stories kind of all the episodes concentrates on the exchange student that Homer gets. Yeah. That the family get.
What's he called? He's called Summer.
Adil.
Adil. Yeah, that's it. I was thinking all the way through I thought it was called Abel. But no, it's Adil.
Yeah, Adil. Yeah. Who turns out to be a spy working for the Albanian government to get information on America's nuclear testing stuff.
I'm sure though a student exchange program wouldn't reveal that the father was at a nuclear power plant.
No, yeah. They probably thought they'd done a background check.
Yeah.
A really extensive background check.
Yeah, both of the plot lines are fairly ridiculous.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, this is people say the first series is more realistic. This episode is completely crazy.
It's nuts.
Exactly, none of this stuff would work in the real world. You crazy people who like Series 1, go on!
Get out of here. It has 3 good episodes, I think.
Well, we've still got 2 to come up, but this one, Life on the Fast Lane, and Bart the Genius. Oh, and Bart the Genius is okay.
It's alright. The Telltale Heart.
Yeah, sorry. 1 okay one, 3 great ones, and I would say this one is only good.
It's good, yeah.
I think those 2, the Telltale Head and Life on the Fast Lane are great. This one, and then Bart and the Genius and this one are just good.
Yeah, they're good, yeah.
And then a bunch of crap crap ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I mean the first series is nowhere near as real. I mean this episode would probably be lambasted as ridiculous later on.
It would, like, have like whole CIA SWAT teams going to like the houses looking for a deal, and but the whole fact that the school don't do much of a background check on where they're sending Bart.
Yeah.
Like, I guess you could make the argument that Principal Skinner wanted to get rid of Bart any way possible, but you know, like, Principal Skinner probably loses his job over this.
Yeah.
In reality, he would. The school would be fined. Skinner would lose his job. Family would probably sue.
Yeah.
Bart doesn't really say anything about what happened.
I don't think he tells anyone.
No, do you think he's so traumatised by it?
Also, to clear up confusion, we're not saying we want it to be more realistic. This is just we're not saying that it's the problem with it is that it's less realistic. There's other problems with it, but yeah, we're just saying that it isn't more realistic, which a lot of people seem to insist it is.
Yeah, like it's more about reality in real life.
Yeah, well, people say, oh, it's the most family, character-orientated one.
So Series 2 is probably that one.
Yeah, Series 2 is
Series 2 is that one.
Even Season 3 is...
Season 3 is starting to get a little bit out there.
Yeah, but there's some great ones. And anyway, so the episode itself, Crepes of Wrath. Yeah, and it's just it's more lightweight as well than I remember.
Yeah.
It it passes quickly with not much of any... I was surprised how quick it passed, actually.
Yeah, no, it's quite...
feel like 23 minutes.
No, it's quite fast-paced.
It's fast-paced, it's enjoyable, but it isn't as good as I remember it. This one is, like, I think, held up as one of the first great ones. It's always on TV. And,
yeah, it is, all the time. Well, not all the time, but often.
Yeah.
It's often on.
On TV often. I used to watch it a lot when it was... You remember when it used to be on BBC Two?
Yeah.
At like 6 o'clock?
Yeah.
Now it's on 4 and Sky, but yeah, I remember it being on then. And this one was on a lot. I've watched this one a lot.
Back when we only had 5 TV channels.
Exactly. And oh god, those times, I loved them. They were so less advanced.
Give me back those days.
Exactly.
No.
No, and there wasn't really much. There's no because first series normally they're all about building the characters. It was just a sort of standalone episode. There wasn't no character got any big developments like. And all it's a bit of an outlier in this series because it's a lot of these series ones focus more on some kind of depression of one of the characters or the marriage. Yeah, because every episode has had some kind of element of like, oh, there's a financial struggle, a marital struggle, or like Liv Lisa's one that she's depressed.
Yeah. This
is like the only one that doesn't focus on that kind of side of it. It's just more whimsical.
Yeah. Well, about as whimsical as it gets.
Yeah.
It's still distressing. It's still.
I meant whimsical in the fact of like there's no concern for money. Like they don't worry about having to give Bart loads of euros. Or
True.
They don't worry that he's,
but they very replace that with an incredibly distressing story about child slavery. And,
okay. It's not as grounded instead of whimsical.
Yeah, the whimsical's the wrong word.
It's not as grounded as the other ones. In terms of you'd expect them. Yeah, just in the other ones, there's more of a focus on the minute issues. In this one, it's more just a silly sort of storyline that happens to accuse abuse.
Yeah, like logistics of it doesn't matter. Like how the whole reason why Bart goes to France is pretty weak, but it doesn't matter. Bart's in France, and that's the important thing.
Yeah,
he's away from his family.
Yeah, and this is the first one where they go abroad, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's obviously a huge... At least once a series they tend to go abroad. Is there one in Series 2?
I don't remember.
But yeah, I mean, some of the best episodes, like Bart vs Australia, which is one of the best. That's the family goes abroad, and there's loads of great ones. But yeah, they started the tradition, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, those sort of high concept, the Simpsons
This was
go.
Very high concept, yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to the others, yeah. This is more of a direction it's going to go in.
Yeah. Give it then, out of the 10.
7.
7. Yeah, I might go 6.
6.
A high 6, low 7.
Okay, yeah.
It didn't have enough...
A 6.8.
A 6.8. For Pitchfork rankings.
No, it's going to be straight.
I think, 6 I'd give it.
I'll go for 7.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Pretty good, not bad.
No, pretty good.
Sideshow Bob's in the next one.
Sideshow Bob's in the next one.
He is.
Can't wait. Stick around.